My people, my people, my people, my beautiful, wonderful people. A pleasant good afternoon to everybody. Good afternoon, my wonderful people. Now listen to me, beauties. You know, I'm just disturbed by something here that I was listening to, and I'm wondering really how true it is. So I heard, I was listening to a particular program, and a lady came on. She was saying, don't watch the hero, it looks, crazy, maddy and all of that. But I want you to understand something here. So the people out in the West, some of them, not all, she was very clear on that. She was saying how they're complaining, me don't want no more crackers, me don't want no more chicken, me don't want no more rice, me want fish. And me tired of the food, me want to send like things to shelter us and all of that. No, let us be fair, people. I understand that they have been decimated. So everything was taken out, and naturally everybody's coming to assist them. Some may be able to give clothing, apparel, some shoes, some toiletries, some personal items, deodorant, wipes, bleach. I mean, well, that's not personal, but you know what I'm talking about. Everything that is going to be needed in a household to make it fully a household. We do understand that. But one of the things that people will never able to understand or never be able to understand is ingratitude. Now listen, people who have been shafted, shattered, tattered and torn, decimated, all of these things, they don't have to help you. The only body that is incumbent upon them to assist you is the government. It is the government, because some of you perhaps are taxpayers, and it is incumbent upon the government to take care of you, especially in times of disaster. The people who are doing it, they're doing it of their free will, of their own volition. They do not have to do it. Now you can't bad up the people for tell them, say you're tired of this or you're tired of that. You remind me of the children of Israel when God was providing manna, and before them say, boy, God, there's a way to do things. God, why we get manna a lot, God, and it's like our body just growing a little bit. It's a little bit, we're growing a little bit worn. And we're grateful to you, God. We're just asking if you can make the meal a little bit more, varied and wide, please. But we're grateful. We're so thankful. Even if you don't, we will accept the manna. That would be a different kind of a prayer and a request. Instead, they complained that God responded to the complaint, So he allowed quails to come. In that time, quails shouldn't just come like that, especially in droves, where there is no water and all of that. It came to them in the desert. Normally, quails would go where water and so forth is. And God allowed, in his own omnipotence, allowed the quails to come. And them start complaining about that. Now, if the people were to just go into their, give into all of your complaints and say, all right, let's give you fish. You know what you're going to say? What kind of thing is this? You think we will look like sea people? It's only fish you get. What happened to the chicken? What happened to the oxtail? What happened to the this and the that? As if the people are obligated to give you. They are not obligated to give you anything. Again, the only body that is obligated, and I say, in terms of organization, that is obligated to give you anything is the government. It is the government. The regular average Joe, they're not. They are not. And even then, the government, when we say that they're obligated to provide basic needs, basic food, basic clothing, basic shelter, anything outside of that, you would have to fend for yourself. You see, from them provide the basic, then the rest is up to you. The rest would be up to you. So for you, you should not even dare utter. When I see how people are crying out for some of you, how people are them even beating the government unfairly to say that, they're not doing this and they're not doing that. I see a guy beating the different entertainers. Creating, when I say beating, you know what I'm saying? The different entertainers and popular people, to say how they're not giving to you people. And you're going to be complaining that you don't want no more food, you're tired of this, you don't want no more crackers, you don't want no chicken, you want fish, you want this, you want that. Is that the way to go about it? Even if you get tired of food, because I can understand that. We're human beings, you know what I mean? And we got to keep it real. We have to keep it real. We know the body will get tired of it, but that's not the way to approach it. You don't get up and tell the people what you better get up and say, boy, people, we're so grateful to you. I mean, if it were not for you, many of us would have died. The death toll would have been so astronomical. But because of many of you, we are alive today. We have hope. Because God ultimately, and to you people. Right? It's just, boy, people, I don't know if because we keep getting it, from different sources. It's a lot, it's much. I don't know if you're able to, if there's any chance that you could maybe try some other types of food, I'm grateful to you and all of that. People might say, boy, not your size still, but if your manner, if the way you approach them, is respectful and humble and graceful, that is different. I want you to understand that the people they're not obligated. And the lady was even saying there are people out in the eastern side, which I've often said, that have been affected. But because the entire parish has not been affected, they really don't complain. But some of their houses have been decimated too, roofs have been gone, livelihood has been messed up. But because it's not like an entire parish, it's pockets in Portland, pockets in St. Thomas, pockets in Clarendon, pockets in St. Catherine, pockets in Old Harbour and so forth, pockets, in different, and so on in Manchester. But because it's not the entire parish, they don't complain really. But they're feeling the pangs, they're feeling it as well, similar to how you are feeling it, the ones that have been affected. But, they keep it quiet because they don't want to seem as if, boy, they're not giving first preference to the ones that are acutely or in a chronic manner have been affected. But they too have been, and they hold their peace. And whatever they've gotten, they have been grateful. And you're getting up and telling the people, well, you don't want no more food, you want this and you want that, you want things to be. Of course, we understand that you need places of abode. But you don't go about it like that. You do not go about it like that. Even if it is the government, you do not go about it like that. It's 900 of you people that have been disenfranchised and decimated in different ways. You think it's something that you just get up the next day and just can deal with like that? It's a Category 5 hurricane that twists up the place. What I saw it did to Holland Bamboo, I said, oh my goodness. I heard that it lift up a man in the air. And thank God it was able to put him down and not spin him out and kill him and send him where grass no grow and sun no shine. You have to be very grateful. This is a time where you have to keep gratitude at the forefront of your mind. And when ingratitude is knocking at the door, you keep that door locked and say, not today, not ever ingratitude. Be grateful, let the food keep coming. Hold it, because your belly going hungry again another day. And in due time, you will get your things, to build up a little place. And then to get a job if you're out of or whatever it is. You can't bother people. They're not obligated to give you anything. And that is not the way you go about asking them for a variety of food. You know that some people, I was listening to somebody who said a man ended up giving because he felt so much compassion and empathy that he ended up not realizing his rent wasn't paid. Him just give out him rent, fretting that his landlord would come to him. Some people had their money to deal with something, maybe to pay bills, and they gave up that because of the level of damage. Fretting how their bill is going to be paid, they're going to be charged interest, be charged this, be charged that. But they said, boy, this is something, a life or death situation. And they're going to be behaving that way. I tell you, it is, I know I can understand why God had to just get rid of the old generation and never make them cross over into the promised land. Ingratitude is a horrible thing. Some of you are totally ungrateful. I couldn't even believe that in this time when you're on your faces, you're fallen prostrate, so to speak. Right? You're fallen prostrate, so to speak. And I'm not talking your prostate, no, prostrate. But like, you're like on a flat, in a sort of a horizontal way, if you call it horizontal or vertical, whichever way. Yeah, but flat on the ground. When you're falling before God on your face, your full body, crying out to God. And you're going to be complaining instead of praising and thanking God and thanking the people that they even care. They never had to do it here. So be grateful, guys. You know what to do with TikTok and YouTube. Subscribe. Give me one of those lions.